Hey, this is John. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Mechanical Mastery. In the last episode, we set up this ore processing to improve our iron yield from raw iron. And it's all backed up, so I guess it's doing pretty well. In fact, it's backed up the entire way through, all the way down to the conveyor belt. I have reorganized the setup a little bit, refactored some things. So I've got laser I/O and hidden all the cables and yada yada. So laid the design out in a nice little row. Um, I upgraded the furnace to an ultimate smelting factory. I made a mistake in my design and accidentally started creating a ton of this inert essence. And because I did that, I ran through tons of iron because literally everything in my base was running. So that was a mistake on my side. It burned through so much iron. I couldn't figure out where it was going. So I got a clue once I upgraded him past the advanced factory that he was already at upstairs, and he still wasn't keeping up. And I'm like, this is not possible. He's doing enough to keep up. So I finally found that I made a mistake somewhere in turning this guy off. I made a conflict with one of the laser I/O channels. I think I used 7. Well, I meant to use 8 over here, and 7 was the guy who turned him on. So my bad, but it's okay. So I kind of don't remember the state I left this guy in before, but just real quick, we've got the generator that's turning the conveyor belt, and it goes up into these crushing wheels. So the conveyor belt takes the wheels into here, and it crushes things, and it goes to the funnel that dumps things into this barrel. This barrel is full of crushed raw iron. It's got a little bit of experience right there, but we don't need that. I'm not worried about that. Everything's backed up, so there's no real point in this. Until we need tons more iron, I'm not concerned with any of it. So, yeah. So everything should be good here. This goes into the crusher with the laser out system. We stick the experience nuggets into the system, and then we turn the dirty iron dust to the pulverizer, which gets pulverized. We get enriched basilic reagent to increase our yield. We've got a resonant component and 1 flux linkage amplifier. I probably don't need that. This was just when I was confused about why the new system couldn't keep up. But I think actually it can. So obviously I don't know until we start building things again, but right now I think it's okay. We've got this thing completely backstuffed, so we should be good on iron. And the signal is actually coming from upstairs. This guy over here that used to be my smelting factory for iron. It's looking for 1,024 iron blocks. That's like 9,000 iron ingots. And then he'll submit the signal to this guy, which sends things downstairs. If I didn't mention this from last time, we're using this this guy right now, the flux point. This is what all of my machines are using at any one time. So this is how we can measure the power of that over time. So looks like we're using quite a bit of forge energy per tick. Wow. I mean, surely we aren't burning through 23,000 RF per tick. Is that right? These numbers are confusing. This says a different thing than this does. That's interesting. Maybe this is the entire network? Yeah, I'm still a little bit confused about this, but whatever. Everything now is run from this flux point, or anything on the laser is running from this flux point. So that's that. If I didn't show that before, I can't remember actually. So, okay, what are we going to do in this episode since we have that system taken care of? There's a lot of options. Look at the quest book. There are a few things in here that might be kind of nice. This guy is interesting. It's a localized time destabilizer. This thing would allow us to use time in a bottle as much as we want on the thermal expansion machines. Or we could use the watch of flowing time. So both of those are good ideas for expanding thermal machines, like these guys, which just don't go so fast. and I may want to do that. In fact, I almost certainly need to speed these guys up. I mean, I could spam like 50 of them, but you know, I don't want to wait a minute for everyone to come in. So, and these are as fast as they can go. So, and they still take a minute to process. So, uh, we'll almost certainly want to speed this up eventually to get to the end of the game. But we'll get there a little bit later. This guy, though, requires a ton of things, and we're nowhere near ready to do those things yet. But, you know, let's get started. Let's see what the options are. This is my goal. So, you know, this is what I'm working towards. What do we have to get that? We need one of these guys. This, I don't know what this is. So we need one of these. These we can get. Everything else we can get. This ultimate catalyst is a component, which we need these guys. We need black iron slate and luminescent. I don't know what any of this stuff is, so we'll have to figure that out. But we eventually get down to black iron, and this stuff is, this is a mixing recipe of energized glowstone. Interesting. Redstone and gunpowder. Okay, we could make that. That wouldn't be so hard to get into. Okay. But besides this guy, we need ether gas. We get that from farming withers. So we have to make withers. So yeah. I don't know if there are wither-proof blocks in this pack. I can't find any. So my guess is there's not. Nothing is standing out to me as a wither-proof block. Although I would have thought that Industrial Foregoing had one. It does have this, the stasis chamber. This will seal a wither in place and not let it move. But I don't, you run out of power and this stops working. So I'm a little bit hesitant on this. But until I can find some kind of witherproof block to seal him in with, I guess we're going to go with this and see what happens. So we need to work towards this. But hey, there's like another 40 steps to get to this because we haven't done anything with industrial foregoing. So we need advanced machine frames. Everything else is fine, but we need advanced machine frame. This requires a dissolution chamber. We need plastic. We need simple machine frames. We make these. Everything else we can make. We need pink slime. Wow, this is so complicated to get into. We're going to get there, though. This is the simple machine frame. We need pity machine frames, plastic. We need latex. Everything else should be makeable, and we can get plastic from the latex. So this is where we start. This is our square zero, getting latex. All we need is a fluid extractor, and we need some of these acacia logs. So I believe, yeah, it's mostly good for acacia. So let's start out by getting some acacia logs. How do we get acacia logs? They have EMC, actually. So yeah, these logs have EMC. All we have to do is world transmute them. We can transmute between all the various kind of logs. So let's get a sapling. There we go. And we can grow this guy, or we can transmute him to an acacia sapling. So let's just do that. So that's a birch, that's a spruce, our jungle. There we go, acacia. So, and there we go. We have acacia logs now. The leaves don't have EMC, obviously, but everything else does. I guess that was another optional from Tier 3. Do we get anything for it? We get XP. Sure, whatever. We can get some XP. That's fine. But the important thing is to turn in our acacia logs to get EMC. Acacia saplings, I thought they would have had EMC, and they don't. That's interesting. I mean, it's not like oak saplings. You don't need them, so, who cares? But I thought they'd have EMC like this did, but they don't. So I learned something new. Okay, so now we need latex, which requires these fluid extractors. And we can put one on each side of the log to speed this process up. We can also get some power and do it that way. So let's start by getting fluid extractors from industrial foregoing. Let's make a pattern for these guys. There we go. we need a pity machine frame. That's just any kind of logs with redstone and iron, so that's not hard. We need a light pressure plate, so that's just gold. That's not a problem. And I think we could make this now. So yeah, let's just add this to our crafter. We have tons of things in our crafter. Okay, there's our pity machine frame. And there's our fluid extractors. So let's make 4 of these guys. There we go. You are all done. It says your power is optional. Your power is optional, but it'd be better if it had some. And now we need something to place logs. So we're going to need, oh, what is that thing called? Is it an exporter? Can we export things from refined storage, or is it something else? Look that up real quick. It's a constructor. We need this guy, a constructor. So let's learn how to make these guys. That's just things we know how to make. So let's make a pattern for this guy. I want to make 1 constructor. There we go. Make this guy. And let's get 1. This is 1. Thank you. So we need to use this to deploy an acacia log. And then we need to put this guy somewhere. I don't know where somewhere should be, but I'm leaning towards over here because this seems like a good place to put this. So why don't we look into that? I see that the system comes in there. Did I need it to come in there? Am I using that somewhere? I feel like I'm not, but we could be, and that would be okay. So why don't we maybe go over in the corner? Yeah, let's do that. Let's break some cable, and let's get some more cable. So let's break this guy and this guy. Yeah. All right, so let's go over here. That's probably fine. So I will go down right here, and I want the constructor to place the log. I would like it to be placed up, maybe like right here. So we're just gonna, I don't know, break into the floor or something, and then go up and over there. So yeah, we'll put it right here. That's where I want it to be. So let's put the constructor there, and let's get my wrench from refined storage. There we go. And then all we have to do is find some way of getting this into here. Okay, so there we go. This is the bottom, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so let's go over here and here and here. There we go. It's live now. And I'm just going to say I want you to always dump an acacia log right here. Perfect. So we will always have an acacia log right there for us to keep getting more latex from. We'll fix this later. So all we have to do now is, do they place like this? Is that correct? Let's see. You're wrong. You're placed wrong, aren't you? Okay. Are you placed right now? I just can't tell. So let's do this for just a second. Could you not place for a minute? I need to see how these guys place. What wrench do you work with? Well, that's what I want to see. So let's just do this. So I assumed you'd place like that, but you don't. So that must mean that you place away like this. So I should put you here, and yeah, that would be right. Okay, so let's turn you back on. Okay, so now they should all be getting latex. Yes, they will slowly destroy this log, but who cares? We'll fix that later. I'll fix the floor later too. What we have to do now is extract things from here, and it'd be good to have power going into these guys as well. Power is super easy to get because we're really close to the laser out system. All we need are a couple of nodes to get this in here. So let's put an energy node in U, and then one in U. Okay. Why don't you accept power? I kind of thought you would. You are. I'm an idiot. You have to connect the laser nodes. That's how that works. Oh, not there. Let's go there. Much better. There we go. Power. And okay, same thing over here. Let's get you a power card and you a power card. And then let's hook you up to there as well. There we go. This will make them work faster. Do they need to be faster? I'm not entirely sure, but I'm going to make them that way. So, yeah. Okay, so I think we may as well use this same thing to dump the fluid into the system. So let's get a fluid interface. There we go. We've got one of those. We can just place it right here. And let's just hook this guy up. There we go. And we're going to dump all the fluid into this guy. So I need a couple of fluid extract cards and then a couple of fluid insert cards. This is on the same network as literally everything else. So what fluid channels have we used? I do not know. I know water is like on 2 or 3 or something. Well, let's go with channel 4 and just hope that that's okay. So yeah, let's get my card holder out and let's get this to be an extract on channel 4. I'll do it on channel 9. I know I'm on channel 8 for the redstone signal, so channel 9 should be okay. We'll do channel 9. And I know that won't conflict, even though it will be weird for fluids to be that far up. So you are going to be an extract, and you are going to be an extract, and so are you, and so are you. And then the top side of you is going to be an insert. Does any of that work? No, it sure doesn't. Latex, direction, enabled. Okay. I feel like you should be working. So, you're not up. Wait, this is north. And you're west. Okay. Well, that would be a thing. How about now? There we go. 4 buckets of latex are in there now. Cool. And these guys are all empty. Excellent. That's what I want. So, I need a bucket, please. So let's get 1 bucket of whatever this is. Okay, you are being a bit problematic. How can I get you out of there? I'm not clear about that yet. Okay, hang on. Let's go to the up and let's disable him from getting any more of this in here. And we'll simply make this guy go faster so I can get a bucket to filter him. Alright, there we go. So let's get a bucket. There we go. Latex bucket. Okay. Now everything should be okay. I want the up. There we go. Now you're getting more in there. Okay, let's go put this into the system. So all I have to do is get me another one of these blocky guys. So let's get one of those. I have one. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. Turn system off. Whitelist this guy. There we go. Turn him back on. Okay, and now he should be getting latex in here. Why is he not? Because you only work for okay, there we go. All right, now you should be getting latex. So now we should have latex as much as we possibly need. Yeah, so there we go. The start of industrial foregoing, and that will allow us to do more of that, eventually getting us to this stasis chamber to protect me from doing anything stupid with the Wither. All right, hope that you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, there's some buttons you could press. I forget what they're called, but I'm sure they're pretty prevalent. So just go look for them. You'll find them. You'll know what button to press. Uh, so go do that and come back and see us next time when we will continue with industrial foregoing. Thanks for watching. See you then.